Welcome back. In the last video, we have discussed about how to initialize the Git repository. In this video, we are going to discuss about the architecture diagram of Git and also how to deal with the status of the Git repo. That means how to check the Git repository status. Uh, the first thing we will be discussing about the three-tier architecture of Git. As you can see here, there are three components. One is local, staging index, and Git repository. Local is nothing but the local copy of your machine. That means whatever the folders or something like that, it is available in your local machine. So once whatever the changes you are making in the local machine, once you're done with that, once you are adding those things or adding the files or adding the folders to the git, it is moving to the staging index, the second command called staging index. Once you add that thing, once you committed that, then it will be moving to the git repository. This is how the three-tier architecture will be working. Let's see how this is working. So it's a contain already contain the some file. I'm just deleting it. I'm creating a new file called first text, something like that. First text is a file there. So so I have just added a first text file in my local machine. As per the architecture diagram, now that file is there in the local component. So in order to moving that to the staging index, what you have to do is first you have to use the command called git add, git space add. Then you have to give the file name. Firsttext.txt is the file name. Once you add it to that, as you can see that the file is getting added, that means it has been moved to the staging index. How can we check that the file has been moving to the staging index? There is a command called GIT space status. As you can see that file now it is there in staging index. That is what it is saying, that changes to be committed. That means it is moved to the staging index, as you can see there. So on the git is also suggesting you can use the git space rm space hyphen hyphen sketch and file name to unstage that. If you want to unstage that, you can use that command, but in this video that is not the scope. So we have already moved that file to the staging index. So once again I'm repeating that in order to move that file to staging index, you have to use the command called git space add and you have to give the file name. So we are good, and the file has been moved to the staging index. Now the next step is you have to move that to the git repo. That is what the last step. So first we have moved to the staging index. Now we are going to the git repo. So how to do that? You have to use the command called git commit space minus m. Minus m stands for message. So whatever the appropriate message you have to populate, you can do that. So I'm just giving the message as added first text file .txt. Yep. So as you can see that the file has been committed. Now if you check the status, you can see that there is nothing to commit, that my working tree is clean. That means that the file has been moved to the git repo. Thank you.